What's going on, my fellow advocates? I appreciate you all tuning into this video. And on this video, I'm going to share with you a great conversation that I recently had with a fellow podcaster and a fellow creator, Jhonu Alicia. We talked about all things pertaining to creativity because I see her as a creative advocate. And I mean, she lives creativity, she speaks creativity. And based on our conversation, I'm going to share with you my main takeaway. Now, we spoke on a lot of things as it pertains to creativity, but I'll tell you one of my main takeaways is that she made me realize that there are many out there, including myself. I've been at this point, I've done this a number of times in my life that we don't maximize our creativity. There are times, numerous times in our life, where I feel like we have forsaken our creativity, that we allow our creativity to fall by the wayside. Now, the amazing thing about Jhonu is she brings awareness to me, and I imagine many others, through her podcast and through her social media, because she does so much when it comes to creativity. So what I've learned based on that, and again, the recent conversation that we had, is that, and I want to encourage you all to do this. I want to encourage you to maximize your creativity. Whatever you have to do, whether it's expressing, whether it's talking it out, whether it's acting it out, whatever it is. Because if you think about it, things that we create, a lot of times it has to do with the things that we love. It has to do with our passion. Take me, for example. I love podcasting. I love content creating. And I'm truly passionate about it. And it brings me joy. It brings me fulfillment. And that's another thing about maximizing our creativity. Something that I learned from Jhonu was that there's a link between creativity and our mental health. And I feel like if we maximize our creativity, it's going to enhance our mental health. It's definitely going to help us with that. Because for some people who have had mental health issues, some of that has to do with a lack of creativity. That may be one of the reasons why people may be suffering when it comes to mental health, mental illness. So even with that, because we have our moments, right? We have our moments where some people have suffered from depression. Some people may feel sadness and they might be stuck in a rut and they're not doing much about it. But it all makes sense that we should maximize our creativity. We need to do what we need to do to express our creative side, act it out, talk it out, or whatever. And I know some amazing people. I know some people who paint. There's people like Jhonu who like to write. She's a writer as well. She has a book out. What do you write? Notes? Is something specific that you write, like poetry or something like that? So again, I definitely got to encourage you. I want to encourage you. Let's exercise our creative muscle and let's maximize it, at least for the sake of our mental health. And this is so important because, as I mentioned, expressing our creativity can be linked to doing something that we love. And I say that also because in regards to lacking creativity, many of us as adults, young adults, and even some kids who are in school, they lack creativity because whatever the case may be, if you're a kid, you may be trying to do something that you don't need to be doing. And as a result, you're not using your creative side. And even with adults, we have so many responsibilities as adults, whether it's working, whether it's taking care of our family. And with those things, there's nothing wrong with it because we got to do what we got to do, right? Absolutely, we have to do what we have to do. But a lot of times, a lot of our life revolves around those things. And as a result, we could potentially be not exercising our creativity. There's a lack of creativity somewhere when it comes to that. So again, in your free time and as much as possible, we need to be more intentional in maximizing our creativity, bringing ourselves joy, bringing ourselves fulfillment. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about this topic, creativity. Do you think that there's something to that as far as the link between creativity and our mental health, and also creativity bringing us joy and fulfillment? And I spoke on the conversation that Jhonu and I had. You can check out that conversation on episode 150 of the Growth Times Infinity podcast, where I had Jhonu Alicia, and we had an amazing conversation. And by the way, she's my very first guest on the Growth Times Infinity podcast. And again, that conversation was the bomb. It was amazing. She brought forth some amazing value, some information about creativity. So I definitely want you to check that out. And also, again, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on creativity. Let me know if you are a person who feel now, after what I expressed on this video, do you feel that you saying to yourself, yes, I have lacked creativity in my life right now, so I want to do something about that. I would love to express myself creatively going forward. So let me know if that's you. Feel free to leave a comment below. Once again, I am Reggie the Growth Advocate, and I appreciate you all tuning into this video. Feel free to like this video, share it with others, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Coming at you once again. Be on the lookout for the next episode. And until the next time, keep growing and keep going.